Hi everyone, welcome to the channel, The College Process. Once again, I'm Ed from Principia Prep, and today we're going to be going over what is a 529 college savings plan and does it make sense for you. But before we begin, if you are new to the channel and looking for additional college content, please subscription button down below. It will notify you when new videos do come out. As well as if you do enjoy today's video, please leave us a like, it does help the channel. As well as if you have any comments or questions throughout today's video, very simple, leave them down below in the comment section. I do answer all your comments and questions you guys leave down below in the comment section. As well as, once again, for this year's senior class coming up, we are running, once again, the James Russo Memorial Scholarship, something we're going to be doing every year now going forward. So if you want to help out or if you want to be part of the James Russo Memorial Scholarship and apply for it, very simple. For this video here, in the description down below is where the link is, where you can go watch the video to know how to make yourself eligible for the James Russo Memorial Scholarship for this upcoming academic year's senior class. And as well as also in the description down below is our organization's Venmo, as well as our buy us a coffee, if you want to help support the channel, allowing us to keep making these college videos for you guys out there. And all that being said, let's jump right into today's video. What is a 529 college savings plan and does it make sense for you? Now, right off the bat, let's just start talking about what a college savings plan in 529 specifically is. It's essentially an investment vehicle which allows your investment to grow tax-free to help with the cost of college. Now, when it comes to 529 plans, as far as the growth of the 529 plans, this can be done by either a parent or a grandparent. Really, almost anyone within the family can apply for a 529 plan to have as a beneficiary for the student to grow their college savings. One of the best situations with the 529s, you guys can put a lump sum of money into these plans. Anywhere from a little over $200,000 all the way up to almost $500,000 can be put into these plans. Now, obviously, every state has different plans, so every state has different requirements of what can and cannot be deposited into these plans. But if you go check, all you need to do is very simple. Just Google right in here the name of your state and the 529 plan maximum contribution. As you can see here, I'll put in New Jersey, maximum 529 contribution. It shows me how much I'm able to contribute. So obviously the 529 plan is a great benefit for the family because it allows the parents and the grandparents to save for college savings. In fact, the grandparents can use what's typically known as a 5-year tax exemption to allow them to put a big chunk of money into the student's 529 plan up to around $80,000. Obviously check with your tax advisor if this makes sense for you or not. And that basically is a great estate planning tool where they can utilize a chunk of money, pass it on to the grandchild, which then grows tax-free, allowing that money to be used for college. Now, the benefit of the 529 plan is that it can be used, essentially, to be honest with you, for almost every educational purpose, not just college. In fact, if your student's going to a school between K through 12, you can utilize up to $10,000 of your 529 plan to help pay for their tuition at that school. So it's not just waiting until college, it can be used beforehand. In addition, a new thing that started back in 2019 through the Secure Act, as of 2019 moving forward, you can also utilize your gains from your 529 plan to help pay off student loans up to a maximum amount of $10,000, by the way, a lifetime amount. So it's not $10,000 each year, it's $10,000 completely. But it's still a pretty good amount of money. If you've been saving in the 529 plan for a few years and it's grown, you can take that growth and then pay off student loans up to $10,000. That's a pretty good benefit here. Other benefits of the 529 plan also include state additional grants and scholarships. In fact, here in the state of New Jersey, if you look to do the New Jersey Best program, which is what we have here, College Savings 529 NJ Best, here, if you guys utilize the 529 plan, you guys can get up to a $3,000 scholarship if you guys are residents in New Jersey and the student is staying in a New Jersey college. And it's not just New Jersey that offers scholarship monies if you use their state plans. Other states out there, because almost every state, by the way, now has a 529 plan, other states to entice students there as far as utilizing their plan, the family, they also have scholarships of their own. Now, obviously, check with each state plan you guys are looking to go. In addition to scholarship money, New Jersey 529 Best also has a match program, which other states have as well. For you guys out there, for the first time you contribute to your 529 plan here in New Jersey, if you guys put in $750, they will match the $750 in the form of a grant. So obviously right there, you put in $750, you essentially made it $1,500. That's a pretty easy way to double your money, but it doesn't stop there. And by the way, New Jersey isn't the only state that does this. Other states do have match programs as well as scholarship offers if you use their plans. Obviously, your goal here is to research each state plan and figure out which one fits best for you guys. But in addition to those, as far as extra grant money, the matches, the scholarships, you also have, in addition to those, you also have state deductions as well. In fact, depending on the state that you guys are from, as you can see here, many states will give you additional deductions on your taxes, your state taxes, if you guys use the state plans, the state 529 plans. Here in New Jersey, we're on the higher end, we have up to a $10,000 deduction. So of course you're probably wondering, well, Ed, obviously with the different scholarships available, the grants available, the match programs available, federal tax exemptions, also state deductions, and everything else we have here, obviously it makes a lot of sense for us to go out and get 529 plans for all our students. Because believe it or not, in not all cases a 529 plan makes sense. Let me give you one example. It's what kind of I look at when 529 plans do and do not make sense, and it all has to do with time. And this is what I mean with time. When it comes to any investments, whether it's real estate, whether it's 529 plans, the stock market, and everything else, time is always the main key for growth. It's just the way it works. Sometimes you get lucky and you catch a bottom, sometimes you catch a top. The time is really what is your benefit as far as the fact that it will help it grow, almost no matter where you kind of jump into the market, let's call it. And the reason I say this is because if you're looking to take a 529 plan and you have a 13-year-old or older, a 529 plan might not make sense for you for these reasons. Right at the top, you only have about 3 or 4 years essentially here of savings or growth. And the problem you're going to have is most college savings plans, most 529 plans, almost all of them by the way, the closer the student gets to graduation, the older they get, the more conservative they get. So they take a lot of their money out of the market and everything else as far as the higher growth opportunities and put it into conservative investments. CDs, money markets, T-bills, so on and so forth. The problem with that is those interest rates are very small. Those returns do not provide that much growth. And the problem you're going to have is you look at that consideration with also the fees on top of the 529 plans, because 529 plans do have fees and expenses, so on and so forth, so the growth might not be there. So for me, if a student essentially is a teenager, 13 or up, I usually tell the families a better case scenario to invest, to basically save for college, may be in some cases just a regular savings plans or a CD or a money market account, because of the fact that these things will not have fees attached to it. That's why for me, the time is really what allows you guys to have the growth in these things. Now you have, let's say, a 12-year-old or below. Almost across the board, I tell parents from a 12-year-old and below, you should be looking to utilize a 529 plan, because it allows you, obviously, with enough time to grow that investment, because you will be in a more aggressive environment if your student's a 3-year-old, a 2-year-old, a 5-year-old, a 6-year-old, etc., which is basically what you want, to be honest with you. Now, obviously, check with your financial advisor and your tax individual, whoever you deal with, and ask them what makes the most sense for you. But for me, from a time perspective, the less amount of time we have, the less I want fees and charges being put on my investment, because of the fact that I don't have enough time for growth here. As well as the investments you're going to put you in is a lot less risky, which is good because you want to obviously hold on to your principal. But the reality is the less risk, the less growth. It's just the way investments work. And all that being said, if you have any questions, please leave them down below in the comment section. I do answer all your comments and questions you guys leave down below in the comment section. As well as if you do enjoy today's video, please leave us a like. It does help the channel. And all that being said, on the screen is my cell phone number. If you need help with the college process in any facet, whether it be admissions, financial aid, or even just figuring out what you should or shouldn't be doing, you can contact me. That's my cell phone number. Easiest way to reach me, by the way, is text message, or you can email me. Either way is easy enough for you to reach me. I do sit down with families on a one-on-one basis to look at your situation and help you guys out. And all that being said, thank you for watching today's video. Once again, my name is Ed from Principia Prep.